Day 7. The final chapter of a story that began 7 days ago when you made a decision that most people never make, the decision to stop accepting less than you deserve. If you're here right now, listening to these words, you didn't arrive by chance. You didn't stumble into greatness. You fought for it. You bled for it. You chose it when it was hard, when it was uncomfortable, when every fiber of your being wanted to quit. You are not the same person who started this journey. That person, the one who was tired of their own excuses, fed up with their own limitations, desperate for change. That person has been forged in the fire of these 7 days into something unrecognizable, something powerful, something unstoppable. If you can feel that transformation burning in your soul, if you know you've crossed a line you can never uncross, drop one word in the comments right now: unstoppable. Because today isn't just about finishing a challenge. Today is about becoming the kind of person who never ever surrenders. Let me tell you what brought you this far. Discipline. Raw, uncompromising, beautiful discipline. But I need you to understand something profound. Discipline got you to this moment. But it's not what's going to carry you through the storms that are coming. Life is going to test you. It's going to throw punches that will make these 7 days look like a warm-up. There will be days when motivation is a distant memory, when your goals feel impossible, when the whole world seems designed to break you. What's going to hold you together when everything falls apart? What's going to keep you standing when lesser people crumble? Identity. Today isn't about building another habit. Today is about cementing who you've decided to become. Someone who doesn't just survive the storm, someone who dances in it. Someone who doesn't just endure pressure, someone who transforms it into diamonds. You're not here to learn how to be disciplined. You're here to become unbreakable. And there's a universe of difference between those two things. I want you to close your eyes for a moment and see two versions of yourself standing before you. The first version is shaped by comfort, molded by fear, and limited by doubt. This version takes the easy path, makes excuses, and settles for good enough. This version dreams big but acts small. This version is always planning to start tomorrow, next week, next year. This version dies with their music still inside them. The second version is built by discipline, forged by fire, and strengthened by truth. This version runs toward challenge instead of away from it. This version keeps promises to themselves even when no one is watching. This version turns pain into power and obstacles into opportunities. This version leaves a legacy. Here's the truth that will change everything. Both versions exist inside you right now. Both are fighting for control of your life. And which one survives, which one gets to write your story, depends entirely on who you believe you are in the depths of your soul. If you've ever had to rebuild yourself from the ground up, if you've ever had to rise from ashes, fight your way back from rock bottom, or recreate yourself from scratch, comment fighter below. Because that's exactly what this journey has been. You've been in the ring with your old self, and you've won. This is where everything changes. This is the moment of metamorphosis. You need to stop thinking of discipline as something you're trying to get, and start understanding it as something you are. You're no longer someone who's working on being strong. You are strong. The evidence is overwhelming. 7 days of showing up when you didn't feel like it. 7 days of choosing growth over comfort. 7 days of keeping your word to yourself. You're not chasing motivation anymore because you've discovered something infinitely more powerful. Momentum. Motivation is a feeling that comes and goes like the weather. Momentum is a force of nature that builds on itself day after day, choice after choice, until it becomes unstoppable. Here's what I need you to understand with crystal clarity. You have crossed the Rubicon. There is no going back to who you used to be. The person who made excuses, who procrastinated, who settled, that person is dead. You killed them with consistency. You buried them with discipline. Now your job isn't to build something new. Your job is to protect what you've built. Every morning when you wake up and choose discipline over comfort, you're not just completing a task, you're reinforcing your identity. You're casting another vote for who you are. You're adding another layer of unbreakable to your core. Unbreakable isn't a mood that comes and goes. It's not something you feel when life is easy. Unbreakable is a decision you make when everything is falling apart, when the pressure is unbearable, when quitting would be so much easier. You are the person who doesn't break. You are the person who bends but never snaps. That's not something you're becoming. That's something you are. Right now, we're going to do something that will cement this transformation forever. We're going to declare who you've become, not just to yourself, but to the world. For 7 days, you've been proving something to yourself. You've been showing up, pushing through, refusing to quit. You've been becoming someone new with every choice, every action, every moment you chose growth over comfort. I want you to comment one word, just one powerful word, that captures the essence of who you've become through this journey. Maybe it's focused, because you've learned to cut through distractions and zero in on what matters. Maybe it's driven, because you've discovered a fire inside you that won't be extinguished. Maybe it's unstoppable, because you've realized there's no force on earth that can break you when you're aligned with your purpose. Maybe it's reborn, because you genuinely feel like a completely different person than you were a week ago. Maybe it's resilient, because you've learned that you can handle whatever life throws at you. Whatever word comes from your heart, type it, own it, declare it publicly, because the version of you that's emerging from this challenge, the unbreakable you, is going to need that kind of unwavering certainty about who they are. This isn't the end of your story. This is the beginning of your legend. What you've accomplished in these 7 days isn't just a challenge you completed, it's a foundation you built. It's a launching pad for everything that comes next. It's proof that you can do anything you set your mind to. But here's what separates the people who transform temporarily from the people who transform permanently. They never stop building. When you feel yourself slipping, when the old patterns try to creep back in, come back to these 7 days. Rewatch these videos. Remember who you became. Let these words remind you of your power. Dive deep into the Transform Your Life and Real Life Story playlists on this channel. These aren't just videos, they're blueprints. They're roadmaps created by people who are exactly where you are right now. People who decided that good enough wasn't good enough. Those stories, they're not just inspiration, they're prophecy. They're showing you who you're becoming. They're previews of the life that's waiting for you when you fully step into your power. Most importantly, keep showing up every single day. Not because you have to, but because that's who you are now. You are someone who shows up. You are someone who keeps their word. You are someone who never stops growing. Remember this truth. Discipline didn't just change your schedule over these 7 days. It changed your story. It changed your trajectory. It changed your destiny. Look how far you've come. 7 days ago, you started with nothing but a decision. A decision to stop accepting less than you deserve. A decision to stop making excuses. A decision to finally become who you knew you could be. Now look at you. You walk away from this challenge, unshakable. Not because life can't touch you, but because you know you can handle whatever it brings. You know how to build momentum from nothing. You've stared your comfort zone in the face and walked right through it. You've rewired your mind and rebuilt your identity. You've proven to yourself that you are capable of extraordinary things. But here's what I need you to never forget. This transformation you've experienced, this person you've become, they were always inside you. This challenge didn't create your strength, it revealed it. It didn't give you discipline, it awakened it. It didn't make you unbreakable, it helped you remember that you always were. The scared, limited, excuse-making person you used to be, that was never the real you. That was just who you became when you forgot your power. This disciplined, focused, unstoppable force of nature, this is who you've always been underneath all the doubt and fear. Comment your one-word identity below. Declare it to the world. Own it with every fiber of your being, and never ever forget who you are. This is the beginning of the unbreakable you. This is the first chapter of a story that will inspire generations. This is the moment you stopped being a victim of your circumstances and became the author of your destiny. And this community, these warriors who've been fighting alongside you, we're not going anywhere. We're just getting started. Because unbreakable people don't walk alone. They build each other up. They lift each other higher. They create a force that can change the world. You came here to change your life. You're leaving with the power to change everything. Go show the world what unbreakable looks like.